Manila on the football tour. Philippine Airlines, they may have sold the company, but the planes are still the same. They took away the steps and the plane fell onto one side. When I got on, they were refuelling with logs. I said, how long from Hong Kong to Manila? She said 4.5 hours. I said, 4.5 hours? She said, yeah, we'll be doing a bit of crop spraying on the way. We landed in Manila, quite near the airport. We were staying in this hotel with travellers. It was so rough, even the entrees had tattoos. I said to the manager, I don't like your rules, mate, be in bed before I am. He said, it's be in bed before 1 a.m. We went out down the bars, and we got in this cab, we had a female cab driver. And I said to her, take me to the nearest house of ill repute. She said, which one? I said, the cheapest. She said, you're in it. We got round this knocking shop. And the guy in front of me, he's got no arms, no legs. And the guy answered the door, said, you can't come in here. He said, I rang the bell, didn't I?
You know, the only piece of video I actually missed was you scoring a goal.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you'd like to tell us something about it.
I'm sure you would.
He was running along and it hit him on the foot. No.
There he was standing in front of the goal.
Michael
Once went up and slammed, he went round the back and slam dunked this basket. Incredible. So I saw Tom on the wing and thought, he's in a bit of trouble. I'll go over and help out.
speak up a bit, will you?
Told him to go over and
No, don't come forward, just speak up.
I don't want the whole bar.
No, I said speak up, not down.
So I went across the pitch, came over, first time on the floor. Lucky the goal was cracked. And
That was it. I thought from magnificent out there today. I mean, just.
Were you videoing it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got it all.
We've got you all on video. My lungs felt a bit heavy.
So tell us about the game, Ash. Sum it up.
A great start to a great tournament.
Those are your first 2 goals for 18 months, aren't they?
No, 22 months actually. Well, the first one just sort of came to me and I stuck it away. Yeah, and the second one rounded what, 3 men was it, or was it 4?
I think it was 4.
Include the referee, 4.
And drove it low, hard below Heinz Cash's body.
But you haven't been booked yet for over-celebrating your goals. I mean, can't you do these somersaults like Peter Beagley?
That's for the final.
Oh, that's for the
2-0, good game?
very good game.
Yeah.
Walked it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Stars were Howard and Mark, of course.
Thank you. I agree.
That's Mark a day. There's 2 prizes. And it's divided into England and Scotland and the rest of the world. The Scots and the rest of the world and the English. Who had the best game? Was it Howard? Was it Bruce? Was it Dave? Was it Ashley? Was it Paul, Wilson or Wilkins? Was it Mark Payne, Tom?
Mike Trayford?
No.
Mike Trayford not playing the match?
Well, he didn't put a foot wrong.
He didn't, did he?
No, he didn't.
No.
Or
Okay.
was it Rick?
I think Rick definitely deserves a prize.
What was your prize? Did you enjoy coming on the pitch today?
Absolutely.
You were
That was a good education. Yeah, they were talking about you.
Who let Rick on?
Who let Rick, exactly. That's what they were saying. Was that Mark?
Is that Mark again? End of the first day, how did you feel about the games and what was your opinion on the day?
Well, it was quite sunny, a bit of a breeze coming from that side, and apart from that, you've got to be happy really.
2 wins.
2 wins, what more can you ask? We did plot our landscape with a late constellation.
I'd like to introduce one of our semi-pros who said to me before, I'm not trying to be funny, Mark, but I got money in the UK, alright. So here he is.
What did you get money for, Paul?
Yeah, what did you get money for?
Soliciting.
Soliciting,
That's what
yeah.
Hal was doing before with the free photos.
Selling my back passage.
Oh really? Yeah. That's it. Okay.
That's a
Wait a
good ad
minute.
for pictures. We're
incriminating
moving.
evidence.
Yeah.
So Paul, just give it a sum up. This is Mr. Gillespie, right?
Dave Gillespie, goalkeeper extraordinaire.
From the back, it was going forward, and when it was forward, it was coming back, and then it was going forward again, and then we kept coming back again, but then it kept going forward again. But we didn't lose any goals in the second game. So that's pretty good.
How did
In
you?
fact, I didn't have any saves to make. It was even better because they would have scored.
And tomorrow's forecast.
We'll lose more goals than we lost today.
Now, would you like Rick in front of you again tomorrow?
Yes, please. Yeah, I want Rick. Main man here.
Rick and
defence.
Bruce.
Rick and Bruce.
The big back four.
Yeah.
Now we'd just like to interview Dr. Rick Shawson, who I accept full responsibility for putting on the pitch. At his own request, I admire his courage, and he went on and...
I'd like to ask Rick about what he thought about your performance.
I actually admire Mark's courage for putting me on the pitch.
And Rick, performance of today,
Well, I'd say that
one of your best
one of my best of the of all the tournaments.
of your career, I think.
My career for sure.
Absolutely. And forecast for tomorrow?
I would like to say that that goal that was scored, Bruce's fault.
Forecast, Rick.
Forecast for the team for tomorrow: hungover, late, and lost. And if we make it to the pitch.
And Mark, finally, of course.
Finally.
And, somebody should introduce him.
The captain of the team. I've got lipstick on the back of my shirt here. It's Ashley.
That's Ashley.
Mr. Payne,
Bastard.
would you like to...
We'd just like to ask Mr. Finger about his own personal performance. Harry, run us through.
Harry Enfield, tell us all about
down that pint and then tell us about your game. Well, half pint. Quarter pint.
Well, as the team's
6 inches last night.
as the team's senior citizen, and probably the man who's setting the pace of the weekend, I think that
Okay, that's enough.
I think that I played remarkably well. Exactly. You're way behind.
He was already on the photo session.
I thought the only man that outpaced me was Bruce. I thought the only man that outplayed me was Rick.
And your forecast for tomorrow?
My forecast for tomorrow will be 3 women. Before lunch. Thank you.
Is it going to rain?
Is it going to rain? My forecast for the team tomorrow is all the way. All the fucking way.
Having played all the football for the day, the party's started. We're going to interview some of the guys.
What was it? What was the result, Mark?
Result, we lost.
What was the score?
We lost. We were real unlucky to lose to Tokyo.
Actually, it was Dyer.
And it was all Ashley Dyer's fault again.
The score? What was the score?
1-0.
Okay.
Completion of the day. How is the day for you right now?
That's not too bad. It's a good day out. Should have won it.
Howard, what did you
Why didn't we win it?
Howard, what did you want? Why didn't we win it? Take it.
Not good enough.
It's a man of the tournament.
Yeah, me too.
One last question. What do you think of number 12? Yeah, you're right. Come on.
James.
Keep going, James.
Unfortunately, today I think we've got to a stage where we're going to have to vote for a tit in the tournament.
Yeah,
My own goal. Let's go back to Ashley now.
Yeah, let's go. Ashley Dyer.
Okay. Do you want to do the vote on camera?
No, not yet. Later.
I'm personally gutted that I'd never put the ball in the house this weekend. Tried my best, but maybe next time.
You did, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I went, but they put the fence high this year.
Okay.
All right. It's Rick.
Dr. Rick.
What's the question?
The question is, what's the completion of the day? How do you feel about the day? The football.
Well, it was definitely very interesting watching from the sideline.
Over here.
And I think the rest of the day will prove to be better than the
How's the day been for you? How was the football?
It's been pretty good.
It's been good? How about the football?
You've got to wonder about the state of football today, when it can be such a travesty of a sham of a mockery, really. That's all I can say about it.
So I see you're looking pretty happy about it, actually, for you.
Lift me up.
You've got to wonder, you've got to look at yourselves and just wonder. Actually, I got on a shot on target.
Do the rules need changing?
I think the goals need to be a bit bigger.
Should be.
As a striker.
Should we be wearing the Rangers kit? Come on. Why are
Final
we wearing
comments, Paul.
Rangers? Okay.
Paul, your forecast for tomorrow?
How many?
92.
92.
You'd be right.
I don't know where we're playing yet, but 92.
Nothing I know.
So our star player.
Our star player.
Our star player.
Are we rolling? Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck. Bollocks. Kids.
Okay, Mark.
Awesome.
So Mark,
Yeah.
Mark, obviously,
Who's gonna interview
I have
Mark?
to interview you.
Yeah, Howard.
No, forget it.
That's right.
Okay, well, as I found it so difficult to interview Mark, I'll leave it over to Rick.
Okay.
Dr. Rick.
Okay, Mark. What did you think of your performance?
Yeah, you'll have to speak up, guys, because you've got
What did I
background.
think of my performance for today?
Yes, what did you think of your performance for today?
I thought I played exceptionally well. I mean, I was really happy, to do a shot like that against Squadron, to come on in the pace of things. Yeah, I thought me and Howard and Bruce really proved to everybody that there's very little difference between the under 30s and the over 30s.
So if you were going to compare yourself to a professional footballer, say, from one of your favourite teams, who would you compare yourself to?
Difficult, but maybe Anders Limpar, the way I just sort of screamed away there, it's just unreal. Never been seen before. None of the teams have ever produced a player like me. It's unbelievable.
Right. Mark Payne.
Are you serious?
Sorry, Mark Briere-Edney.
And Howard?
And Howard, it all rests on you. Howard, oh God.
It's on me. Oh, yes.
off.
This is all on me. Vote first and see if I've got the call.
I'll
vote for Paul Wilson.
3-all.
That's right.
Chairman's decision down to Howard, as usual.
Well, I'm glad that finally my status.
Oh, shut up. Edit this whole lot.
Well, I would vote for Paul Wilson on general accomplishment over the 2 days. However, I haven't seen Mark Payne finish like that for a long time.
Yeah,
and
really,
so I have to celebrate that and say Mark Payne.
Yes.
Can I just add something? Today was very unusual. Mark Payne's first tackle of the 90s.
First shot.
First tackle.
This is on Briere-Edney's about.
What is this? Democracy?
Tip of the tournament.
Tip of the tournament.
Tip of the tournament. Well, I mean, I could go through each of you quite validly tip of the tournament. I mean, and I will do so very quickly. Mark Briere-Edney for being Mark Briere-Edney. I mean, just comes naturally, right?
Asking Ashley along.
For Mark Briere-Edney coming off the pitch after 2 minutes, said, "How do you think I did?" I mean, I'm in the game overall. Is it okay?
What do you think I did? I didn't know that.
Edit all of this.
Bruce.
This is Josie.
Hi again.
She's looking better
Hi
this
again
year.
this year.
Say hello, Mum.
Dear Mom, hi Mom.
Mark Edney here, who's kind of the MC for the rest of the interviews. Mark, can we have a few words?
So I need to spice it up. I would like to start with Ashley.
You already did.
And finish with Ashley. I think the team's finished with Ashley after today's performance. It's actually a disaster. And when he headed the ball away, ow, and limped off, those two brain cells clanged together and it was very, very painful. This year we have a new star, Fraser Quirk. But he's a good friend who he recruited into the team.
Oh no!
Right, start again. Our star, Paul Wilkins. How did you feel about your game today? I mean, were you on it? Were you up? Were you up for it?
Depends what you're gauging it against. If you're gauging it against Ashley's game, then yes, I think I was
You
quite
were more
high.
than there. And against Dave Gillespie's game.
Well, not much to say on that score either, really.
How did you feel in midfield when you saw him being shown the red card?
Relieved.
Relieved. And Rico, what were your thoughts?
What can
on
you
Rico?
say about Rico that hasn't been said already? Toilet.
Toilet. He looked great in pink, didn't he? We'll either be winning or we'll be getting pissed afterwards. But we've got the team. We've got Fraser, Ashley, Paul Wilkins, Dave Gillespie. Just in case. Team on the bench. Me on the bench. And this is the big one. Let's go. Okay. Come here. I have given player of the tournament to Craig. Fucking stop. And now they just watch in beer and it doesn't work.
There's something on the screen saying too much beer in the lens. What does that mean? It's lovely.
I feel a little bit upset because I didn't think we'd lose, but we did. But I must say, for the last 7 years, I've felt exactly the same at the very same time. 4 o'clock I always think we're going to win.
I feel that you were upset by a technical fault. You didn't quite score as many goals as they did.
Yeah, that was the problem. I mean, we had all the possession and we didn't score.
Yeah.
The question is, who do we blame?
Who do we blame? I think we probably could leave that for another interview.
Yes.
But give us a snippet. Give us a clue. You know, the papers want clues.
Well,
who's to blame?
Ashley should never be ruled out at this stage.
Ashley should never be ruled out at all. And
Scottish goalies, I think that needs to be discussed.
Well, I think that there'll be some discussion on that.
And team selector Tom Henderson should
always has to take the overall.
And should Mark Payne be allowed back? I mean, do we fly him in, or do we go to Mike Trayford?
Right. It
could also write to Umbro and ask them to have their conference, not on the 18th of November next year.
Okay. Good evening and welcome to the Briere-Edney I'm Alright Jack video show. We're in Mr. Hamill's house in Hong Kong, one of the finest establishments I must say that I've ever frequented. Nonetheless, let's cut to the chase. Briere-Edney replaced me this afternoon and he was fantastic. The man's outstanding. His left foot was throbbing. Outstanding skills, unbelievable pace, and the boot we won 4-2. I'd just like to shake this man's hand and tell him what a wonderful player. Mum and Dad, you should be proud of him.
Winning is the ultimate goal and the ultimate prize. The organisation, which got us the team there, I think I take most responsibility for. Getting the right team there is really hard work. I mean, a week before we left, we only had 6 players. Tom went on complete walkabout. I couldn't find him the week before we went. By the time we got to Manila, I was so exhausted from the whole organisational thing that on the Saturday I said to Tom, "You're in charge, mate," because I just couldn't face another thing. Then we got there, we played. I was expecting to have a really cushy Saturday, and a horrible Sunday, where it gets harder and harder and harder. But the cushy Saturday was never there. One team pulled out, so they had 2 games instead of 3. And they were both very, very tough games against Tokyo, who should have made the final and got knocked out in the semis. And the other one was against the Filipino team, which pretty much had the centre forward of the national side playing, who was awesome. And both games we drew, and we were just relieved to get through to the cup. Whereas Middlesbrough never quite made it.
That was a good one. I mean, so what were your feelings? Were you confident before you went down to Manila, or?
No, not really. I mean, I knew I had the right players, but I wasn't that confident. We hadn't played together. I wasn't sure. I thought we had a good chance, but because we fucked up so many times in the past,
but you must have been slightly confident, after signing the first team goalkeeper, Alan Jones.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jonesy was the final piece in the jigsaw. I refused to take Jono from the third team, who gets chipped on a regular basis from the halfway line. So Jonesy was an integral part of team selection.
And do you think
made a few good blocks at the near post? Never really looked in trouble. Had possibly the distribution problem of the pitch.
That's a pitch's fault.
It was the pitch's fault.
So I understand. Yes, that's what I've heard.
Moving.
Yeah, and also, when you're knocking the ball up front, you've got to, Tom Henderson isn't very mobile. It's got to be exactly on
the feet. Absolutely.
Then just kept saying away for Ashley's nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Ashley's nose?
He's had a lot of Charlie up there. No. Didn't perform in Manila. He was the Darren Anderson of '96, and '98.
Well, it was sick note. Yeah, he was injured all the time, wasn't he?
No, he was injured. He just didn't perform. Admittedly, he didn't have as much playing time as he would have wanted. The fitness wasn't there, not like before. He used to do 50 laps of pool every day.
But what about now? He can only do what, 10?
Yeah, I mean he's got Cordelia now, so he's been the laps
And
he's gone down to 10 press-ups.
Only 10?
Well, it's a 2-minute wonder.
I've heard that about Ashley myself, man.
Personally,
aside from winning it,
the goal line clearance.
The goal line clearance. So where was Jones? Where was Jones?
Well,
the last
Jones
piece of the
had been
jigsaw.
rounded by a very, very quick centre forward, and he was just thankful that I dropped in behind him. And Ashley's actually been selling baskets up the track back bars.
Are they selling well?
Oh yes.
They are selling well.
I'm having a box of 48 tonight.
Right.
Mark's playing hard to get at the moment.
Yeah.
So Mark, would you please introduce the 98th, the 10th anniversary, gentlemen.
10th anniversary.
10th anniversary, testimonial year, retirement year for Edney. Have you ever actually played though?
Yeah.
It's a mandatory retirement, right?
Yeah. 55. Steve May, star player, will be in the starting 6. So that's a bit of a gamble. According to Tom.
Where's the flash?
We'd like to thank everybody for coming. We'd like to thank Albie especially for refereeing the game because he was able to put the microphone down. We'd like to thank Cyclade for really making a good final. That was an incredible game. And Albie again really is a death draw. Where one team didn't turn up and we had Tokyo plus the Philippines national side playing, so it was hard work. We only just qualified. As is tradition, I would like to introduce the Vanity with a song.
That's why the
winning team.
It's complicated.
There's only one Man United. There's only one Man United. Walking along, singing a song, walking around the wonderland. There's only one Man United. There's only one Man United. Walking along, singing a song, walking around the wonderland.
So here we are today. The game with the Tory has been called off. The disappointment is clearly obvious in John Duffy's face.
I thought you could have got the game, the pitch ready for us, mate. You are the groundsman, aren't you?
No, I'm the cameraman.
Oh, you're the cameraman, all right. You're dressed like the groundsman. Very disappointed we are. We beat this mob 5 at the start of the season. I certainly fancied myself for a goal today. I'm 2-2 this century.
Right.
And the lads are gutted. Very, very disappointed. The job really now is to cheer them up, pick them up.
Excuse me, Duff. Excuse me, mate. I've got McDonald's on. They want to know about a half-time order. Can you just have a quick word with them?
Fillet of fish burger, chicken, 2 fries, vanilla milkshake. All right? Now get on with it.
Okay, job done. Fillet of fish. Yeah, well, I'm very disappointed, Mark. Actually, last time I played a full game was Azuri and had a bit of a rut with Duff. I scored a goal. Ball came over. I scored a goal. He accused me.
Today was the Germans against the Albion. The crowd roared and huffed and puffed for a goal, but the Germans couldn't get anything. And the team selection was very strange. Melvin Ford starting, but he delivered for Duffy. CATV at half-time, I spoke to Alan Hansen about bringing on Yap, and his words were, "Another dreadful decision." But apart from that, the game went well, the boys won, and the party will go on into the night. As opposed to last week's 0-0 draw, which we can hardly show you. But today, we beat the Germans, and we beat them in style. It was reminiscent of '66. Thank you. How about the game today?
Call that a game. Made us pay for the towels. Made us pay them off. The officials, they're a bit open to the bit of bribery for the game. Told us to give the ball to this fucking duffer, whose last game it is. At the time he was kicked out of Hong Kong anyway, and it wasn't much of a game really, was it?
No. You were robbed though, weren't you?
We were robbed. They were fucking shite. They're always shite. They'll always be shite. What more can I say? We hate them, they hate us. They probably whinge more than we do, which is a little bit difficult. And they're boring. I mean, how you call that playing football? I don't know where their left side was. Where was the left side?
They didn't have one, did they?
They didn't have one. Let the old boys at the back chip it over the red and go round them. Have you seen that? Look at the last bit of the video. That's talent. If
That is talent. You, Mark Stevens, chipping the ball, rounding Duffy and laying a beautiful ball off. So would you say that you've got another season left in the Premier?
Another season left in the Premier? We're here forever. We helped found this fucking league.
No, you personally.
Me personally. I'm as young as ever. You're only as old as the woman you feel. And my missus is only 29.
Oh, right. So you feel 29. So really, you're a 29-year-old trying to get out of a 16-year-old body.
Exactly. Or preferably into another 16-year-old body.
So it wasn't like the Wanderers, though. They're rubbish, aren't they?
They're even older than me.
You came down here and dicked the Wanderers last week, didn't you?
We snuck it. Yeah, we snuck it.
What a goal.
Sheer talent.
What a goal by young Park.
Spotty Park.
Yeah, what a goal. And everything else okay?
Well, apart from the fact that we still hate the football club.
Right.
But we come down here, drink a bit of their beer, screw their women, destroy the stand, nick the towels. Oh no, we can't do that anymore.
A cup game obviously requires top security. There's no question here that this man knows exactly what he's doing. He's seen that the crowd's here and that John Duffy's team are coming today. It's a bit like Liverpool, yes. He's turning his back on me as we speak. He's got everything under control. Just nobody gets through these gates without his knowledge. Pace obviously was a factor today. They won, and you saw the way he took that penalty, Ashley. I mean, that was absolutely awesome.
You don't need pace to take penalty.
Briere-Edney, number 11. Edo modelling the kit, wearing an 18-hour girdle that has about 3 minutes left.
Welcome, Scott.
Thank you very much, Mark.
This is our new goalie.
Right.
Never had a save to make yesterday, but today made a couple of good ones.
Thanks very much. Put her down in a great defence and a great team spirit.
Good team spirit. Now, have you seen Ashley's corporate credit card this weekend?
No, I haven't actually. Eventually he's got one. Eventually his company feels he's mature enough to have one this year. But everything Ashley carries, it never comes out.
Yeah, it's a bit dusty, that old boy.
It is. Eventually you gave it to him,
Yes.
Your granddad had that before you.
Right, anything else you want to add? I mean, how's the tour been for you?
I think the tour's been excellent. Team spirit amongst the lads has been superb. It was a game of two halves. 6 Parrot, and can't wait till next year.
Rob, take some of this home. You ready? Okay, this is Sandy Mitchell, our star centre forward. Played very, very well yesterday and started well again today. Tell us, how's the tour going for you?
It's wonderful. I'm having a great time. Brilliant. Yeah.
Good. Yeah?
Bit hungover.
Bit hungover. How was last night?
Last night was brilliant.
Yeah? Brilliant, right?
A lot of dancing last night.
Manila's a bit more pricey than you thought. The rates have gone up.
When this is off, I'll have a little word about that. Get some skin.
So you've taken over where Ashley left off?
Not quite that bad.
Not quite that bad.
I still have to sink a bit further.
To come down to Ashley's level. So is there anything about Manila you don't like?
The roads.
The traffic?
Yeah.
The bus driver?
Yeah. Ashley.
It's great, yeah. Do you think we should leave him behind next year? What's that they mean? You come.
I thought you were laughing at the joke as well, you bugger.
John Mitchell, the only American guy in the team. How does it feel to be in Manila?
It's a thrill, it's an honour, it's a privilege.
Good. And this is your swan song?
Yeah, this is it. I'm leaving to go to the UK and hang out with all you guys.
Right. How do you find being with the British?
I hate them.
And what about Ashley?
Wang, 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 wang. To know Ashley is to love him.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin. This is my virgin tour here. I'm so glad I was a part of it.
I'd say to know Ashley is to pay bills.
You get stuck paying the bills.
That corporate credit card is...
It's on fire. It's been doing so much. It's burnt.
Otherwise, Mike said they'd cut the budget. Now, how do you feel about us winning today? I mean...
We're through. We're through the quarterfinals. We should be through the semifinals.
Yeah.
We'll win it. We'll stroll in the park.
Good. Right, Stevie May playing in midfield. How do you feel about that?
Good. Very good.
Good.
Promotion.
Promotion. Good. And
2 goals.
2 goals and 2 goals with my left foot. 2 goals.
Which I'm particularly pleased about, as you can see by the celebration.
Yeah. Faustino Esprilia does that, right?
I couldn't contain myself.
Right. And what about last night?
I couldn't contain myself. I think I'll leave it at that.
I understand you used to work in a shop in Chicago.
Oh, in a department store.
Yeah,
That's
department
right.
store.
Yeah, a woman came in with some chocolate.
Really?
Yeah, the chocolate from the store. Chocolate the bouncy she wanted, the Kit Kat she wanted, 4 fingers she got.
Yeah. I like your ones because you have to repeat them 3 times. She came in for crunchies and left with bounties, and I gave her 4 fingers anyway.
Yeah, I was really struggling last night.
Yeah, yeah.
As you can tell.
Yeah. And the driver, how did you feel about the bus ride back?
The bus ride back, the 40-minute bus ride back became 2 hours.
Yeah.
Celebration of songs, beer, and the day of playing football was brilliant.
It was
brilliant.
fun.
Best part of the tour.
Best part of the tour.
fucking bus going through traffic in Manila.
Yeah, and a bus that seated 6.
we got 14 on it.
Okay.
So yeah, thoroughly enjoyable start to the tour, and we look to be taking the
And our
silver home at the end of the
chances?
day. I think if we remain consistent, there's no reason why we shouldn't pick up the silver at the end of the day.
All the way. Good. Good. Okay. Good evening. Yeah, James Loff. How many years now in Manila?
5th year.
5th year. Almost catching up with me.
Almost looking older than you. Feeling older than you.
Yeah. Now, would you say not being sick before we started our first game as a result?
Maybe I'll be sick after the next game. How about that?
Save it for the final.
Save it for the final.
And how do you feel about the kit and the boots?
This kit is so sexy, I've even got hard on.
Really?
Yeah, it's kicking.
It's kicking. We'll have a word with Ashley and I'm sure he'll do something, give you a hand or help you out. So you've enjoyed this tour so far?
Brilliant. I like the daylight as well.
Yeah,
Daylight part.
you've seen daylight this year. Yeah. And your favourite bar?
P. Burger Street.
Yeah, the whole one. And it's actually starting to rain. Is that
Excellent. Wonderful.
Yeah?
Super smash great. Let's see what they want.
Yeah. And our chances for the cup?
I think we should have a good chance. Well, you do. The script is just like every year.
Yeah.
We're winning all right, scoring goals, not letting any in.
Yeah.
It's just like every year. Tommy Henderson getting injured and losing his voice.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the ending will be different this year.
Yeah. Well, Ashley's now our main centrepiece.
Oh dear.
We've got Arsenal on different drugs this year.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, it's on concrete.
That's
the hard stuff.
Yeah, we thought we'd have to call him Mother Superior this year because that's how long he's had his hammer.
Yeah.
And he's got a new corporate credit card, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's really good for chopping the cookie.
Yeah.
It's McCarthy Express. Don't leave your hotel without it.
He really has developed into the Paul Merson role.
He's very mature this year.
There you go, catch him now, he's on the coke. We can't show this, can we?
He's very mature this year.
Yeah.
He's developed into a mental age of 12, which is ideal for the sort of football we're playing.
Yeah.
So it's going very well.
Good.
We've got a new engine room. We've got Stevie May and Ashley sort of doing the business in the field.
And Lee, what about Lee and Jimmy Loff?
Lee and Jimmy Loff have been excellent backup guys.
Yeah. And Mark Briere-Edney?
And Mark Briere-Edney has organised things really well apart from the buses, which
Which
we'll have to work on next year.
Yeah, next year's tour is going to be called On the Buses with Manor. Now, what about yourself, Tom? Injured again?
Injured again. I mean, my Manila career is very checkered. Year 1, Bruce gave me the wrong dates, so I missed the tournament.
Yeah.
Year 2, Dave Gillespie obliterated me in a sea of tequila.
Right.
So even though I was fighting fit, I was absolutely useless.
Yeah.
Year 3, Manila Nomads ripped my tendons.
Oh yes.
And year 4, I managed 2 minutes before springing a cartilage on the wonderful surface of Manila Nomads.
Well, next year we've actually got Umbro to sponsor a wheelchair for you.
Absolutely.
With the Umbro logo on the back.
That's good. Can I get in a specific team colours?
Yeah, I think checkered. Who wears checks?
No, can I get a shirt? Can we get shirts with all white with a big red cross on them? That would do me nicely.
Yeah, sponsored by the Matilda. Against Squadron, how did you do?
Well, I got wet, and then after that, right, and I was having a good game, and we've got Mark Briere-Edney. Mark, I just want to ask you one question. How does it feel winning the tournament after trying since 1988? 2 finals prior to this one. How do you feel?
Fantastic. I always said this was our year, and the guys have done great. And Andy Mitchell, Ashley, Fraser, that penalty Fraser took against Middlesbrough, we buried them.